And thank you to everyone who's joining. Let me just turn the camera. Hi, everybody. Welcome to everybody who's tuning in here. Thank you, Pedro Barnack. Oh, I already have hearts. You guys are so sweet. So, the reason I'm scoping right now is because as a homeschooling mom, I'm interested in things like, well, what is the history of Thanksgiving? I think I heard about it when I was young and I don't remember what it was. Kind of do something about pilgrims, something about the Mayflower. And I've been watching all these cartoon videos with my son about Thanksgiving. The Peanuts Thanksgiving History special, which followed the actual Thanksgiving cartoon, and it was absolutely so detailed. It really actually was the best of all the ones that I watched. This thing that was made in the 80s, all about Thanksgiving pilgrims. Hi, Mom. Thanks for joining. Thanks for inviting followers. So, yeah, Pennsylvania, New York. I'm not driving right now. My car is stopped right now. I'll turn off the flashers. That's kind of annoying. So yeah, I just wanted to. I don't like to start my scopes when I'm driving. I don't think that's a good idea. I like to look and see what you guys are saying and stuff. So here's the deal. Pilgrims came over in 1620 on the Mayflower, which is a ship, a pretty small ship actually. It was treacherous. It took over 9 weeks, and when they finally landed, that was 102 people who set shore. 101 people arrived. Now, 2 people died. 1 baby was born on this incredibly uncomfortable boat ride, which, by the way, had to have been really smelly and disgusting. Thank you, Scott, Mimi, and Diana for sharing. Because they didn't really have they didn't have the resources to have separate bathrooms and people were sleeping on the floor. It was unbelievable the conditions these people went through. Thank you, Sergeant Cooking Geeks and Goddesses. So when they finally made it after about 9 weeks or so on these rough waters in the Atlantic, they finally arrived. A lot of people got sick when they arrived. I think it was just too much, because even when they arrived, they didn't have a place where they could settle. It was a forest. They didn't have any clearing space to build houses, to plant things, and they looked around. It was another month or so before they finally found a spot that would work. And they arrived in November, actually. It was the following November they had the Thanksgiving dinner that everyone talks about. They arrived in the wintertime. It was freezing and snowing. It was a terrible time to arrive. I'm not sure why they did it that way, but they did. By the end of the winter, and this is where the parents' love part comes in, by the end of the winter, it was 71 adults and 30 children who arrived. Only 20 of the 70 adults were still alive, survived the winter. Now, out of the 30 children, how many do you think survived? I want to hear what your answers are. Only 20 of the 71 adults survived the winter, these pilgrims that came over for the first time. How many of the 30 children do you think survived? People are saying 10, 2, all of them, 27, 5, 10. Out of 30 children, 30 survived the winter. 30, all of them. That's right. All of them. All of the children survived. And this just makes me want to cry, because you know why they survived. Their parents gave them their food. And it's just so stunning to me and it just really touched me. I did not expect to get emotional, but it's just so miraculous. And to me, it's always amazing when you see something that supersedes our basic instinct to survive, that our instinct to protect our children is stronger. And I just think that's just so beautiful and something that we should all be grateful for. So my mom's watching right now, and she's probably teary-eyed at this moment. I would be very surprised if she isn't, because that's how she is. Just thank your moms and your dads for being your parents. I have a child, and I would give my food to him if I didn't have enough. There's no question. So that's part of why we are here on this country still, because the parents gave their food to their children, and we survived here, and we lasted. And then, very importantly, a few of the Native Americans helped us, Squanto being the most famous one, because he actually had lived in Europe for a while. Unbelievably, he found the pilgrims and in March, after they'd survived the winter, and showed them how to plant. And some of you probably learned in school, as I did, that they put the fish in the dirt where they planted the corn seeds or the maize, and then it grew. And by that next November, they had Thanksgiving dinner, and they signed a pact with the Native Americans, which lasted 50 years, which is saying something. It's too bad it didn't last longer, but that really, that's why we're here, because the parents sacrificed for their children, and the Native Americans showed friendship, which it's too bad that it didn't last longer, but it did last for 50 years, and that must have been a nice time of people coming together from different cultures, helping each other. So that's all I wanted to say. That's just stuff that I've been thinking about since I've been watching these videos about Thanksgiving, and wanted to share it with you all. My Hallmark movie is coming out November 27th, the day after Thanksgiving. It's called Crown for Christmas. So I'll be live tweeting and live periscoping about that. Oh, I made you cry. I made me cry. I did not understand. I did not think that was going to happen. I just thought it was cool enough to share with you guys. So you helped feed the homeless at a church yesterday. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. So yes, hugs to all of you. When did the McKellers arrive? I don't know. And you know, ever since I saw the episode, I saw Tom Bergeron's episode of Who Do You Think You Are? I think it was on TLC. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm like, wow, I don't know. I don't know when my family came over exactly, and all that history. So, anyway, thank you all for watching. I love you all. Think about Thanksgiving and what it means to you, and I know that things can get crazy with family, and especially all of us who are parts of blended families and blending our own families, and things get complicated. Just remember what it's all about, and just try to give thanks to the people around you, and to the universe and God and whoever you worship to or thank, because gratitude is a gift. It's a gift to yourself when you feel grateful. And all it takes is a moment of closing your eyes and being like, what am I grateful for? Oh yeah, this and this and this and this. No matter what's going on, no matter what crap people are throwing at you, because believe me, people throw crap at you and they always will. That's just the way the world is. It happens to me, it happens to all of us. It happened to me today. Not literally people throwing crap, people doing things that are very frustrating. So gratitude is the answer. Love is the answer. Sounds like a cliche, but it's absolutely the truth. So, love to all of you. I will see you again. Hugs and thank you. I'm also grateful for all of you.